Alright guys, so number 6 is a fourth root. So how did we do, like how did you know that 89 was a perfect square? Alright, put the phone on. How do you know that 81 is a perfect square? Anybody, how do you know that 81 is a perfect square? Reagan? It's on the folder up there for you, it should be. Nobody knows how 81 is a perfect square? Seriously? Nobody knows how 100? How much is 100? 9 times 9. How do you know that 27 is a perfect cube? 3 times 3 times 3, right? So how can I figure out what perfect fourths are? Because we didn't really talk about those a whole lot. We had 1 or 2 problems like it, but not very many. How do I figure out perfect fourths? Ooh, it's going to be a long day. So how did I know that 81 was a perfect square again? Thank you. 9 times 9. That's a perfect square. How do I know that 27 was a perfect cube? 3 times 3 times 3. So how do I find out perfect fourths? How many, Hunter? There'd be 4 of them. Very good. Okay, so let's figure out perfect fourths. What's the first perfect fourth? What number times itself 4 times? It's the very first number. 1. What's 1 times 1 times 1? 1. Okay. What's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2? 16. What's 3 times 3 times 3 times 3? Get your calculator out. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Wake up. It's Monday. I know it. Let's go. Get your calculators. Come on. How much? 81. Let's do one more. What's 4 times 4 times 4 times 4? 256. Very good. Okay, so is that the number that you have on number 6? Do you have any one of those numbers on there?
No.
No. So will any of those numbers divide into 128? So take your calculator, 128 divided by, and pick one of those numbers. See if any of them will go. Is it 16? What is it? 7? How much does it go in? 8 times? Okay. Alright, so instead of writing 128, I'm going to write 16 times 8. Alright, then you had a letter. Let's see, what was your letter? X to the 6. Okay, do you remember how to do letters? Off of your phones. Do you remember how to do letters? Yeah, you do it in alphabetical order. Okay, how did I do square root of x to the 8? How did I take the square root of that? Why did I half it? Square means how much? Everyone should 2. Alright, what if I did the cube root of x to the 9? What would that be? How'd you get that, Reagan? Okay, so this one you're dividing it by how much? And this one you're dividing it by how much? 3, right? So what am I dividing by on this one? 4. Okay, so you have x to the 6. Does 4 divide by x to the 6? No. What number divides by 4? That's right underneath 6, though. 4. Alright, how many more do you need to make 6? 2. Alright, what was your other one? Y to the 15? Does 4 divide by 15? No. What number divides by 15? What number divides by 4 underneath 15? Put up your phone before it's mine. 12. Very good. So how many more do you need to make 15? 3. Alright, here we go. What was the fourth root of 16? 2. I can't do 8. How do I take the fourth root of this one? Divide by 4, and it gives you Just x. Can't do that one. What about this one? Y to the third divided by 4, you get y to the third. Very good. All right, don't forget to write that fourth root. Don't write a square root, write a fourth root. And what's left? We got 8 left, x squared left, and y cubed. So they're going to go underneath there. There you go. Y'all okay? Do you have this with us? Is it on your paper? Blake, do you have yours too?
Yeah.
All right, let's look at number 7. Number 7, how many terms do you see there? How many?
2.
No. 4. Very good. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we have 4 terms, what do? FOIL. Very nice job. All right, right here. What can we multiply there? The which one? The square root of 2's. Very good. And what is square root of 2 times square root of 2?
Square root of 4.
Square root of 4. And what number's in front? 2. So it's 2 square root of 4. Very good. All right, what comes after first? No. Outer. All right, what am I going to multiply there? Very good. And what number's in front on that one? Plus 4. Very good. All right, here we go. So we have 4 square root of 2 times 5 is 10. Very good. All right, what comes after outer? Inner. All right, what am I going to multiply here? Yep, square root of 5 and square root of 2. And what else am I going to multiply? 3 and 2 in the front. It gives me 6 square root of 10. All right, what comes after inner? Last. What am I going to multiply here? 3 and the 4. Very good. So I've got 12, and then 5 times 5 is 25. All right, do you see any special numbers that I can take the square roots of? 4. And how much? And 25. Very good. Do you see anything else there that we could do?
You can add the 4 to 10.
Why?
Because the square root of 10 is 10.
Perfect. All right, so here, I got 2 times 2, because square root of 4 is 2. Plus, Abby said I could add these because they have the same square roots. 4 plus 6 is how much? 10. Square root of 10 plus 12 times square root of 25 is 5. What's 2 times 2? 4. What's 12 times 5? 60. Do you see anything else you can add or combine? 4 and 60 is how much? 64. Very good. Alrighty, what about number 8? Number 8, can I add and subtract those? No, because they don't have the same square roots. Alright, do you notice anything about 24? Is he a perfect square? No, he's not. Notice anything else about 24? Does something go into him? 4 is a perfect square. Very good. All right, here we go. So we got 4 square root of 24 is 4 times 6 plus, what about 18? 18 is not a perfect square, but do you notice anything that goes into 18? 4 does not go into 18. 9 goes into 18. 18 is 9 times 2. All right, 54 is not a perfect square. But is there a perfect square that goes into it? Just because your phone is flat on the desk does not mean I don't see you typing on it when we're going over this stuff. Here we go. 54. Any perfect square that goes into it? What is it? Use your calculator. We're in math class. Get it out. Let's go. Come on. Everybody's got one. 16 does not go into 54. Goes into 64. Which one? 9. 9 times what? 9 times 6. Very good. All right, here we go. So we have 4 times, what's the square root of 4? 2. Square root of 6. Very good. Plus, what's the square root of 9? 3. Please make sure you're getting this on your paper with us. square root of 2 minus 5 times, what's the square root of 9? 3 square root of 6. All right, what do you see we can do now?
Well, here's what you can do.
Multiply. Perfect, and you get?
8 squared.
Thank you. Very nice. All right, so anything else you can multiply?
Heck yeah.
What?
Yeah.
There you go, and you get 15.
Still my phone.
All right, now do you see anything that you can combine?
Heck yeah.
8 squared root of 6 and
Oh my
Very good. The square root of 6 is, so 8 minus 15 is how much?
freaking.
Negative 7. Square root of 6, and then bring down plus 3, square root of 2.
Nice.
Very good job.
So,
Y'all okay? Okay, got it good? All right, we'll stop it there for today. All right, here we go. We are going to get a unit circle, and we are going to try it on our own, and then we're going to go over and see what we need to fix, okay? So we're going to get a unit circle. So put all your other stuff away. This is not a test. This is not a test.
so this is just for
This is just to make sure that we get a 100 on our upcoming test this week. We're going to see how y'all do. I would like to do Thursday, but it's kind of late on Friday. If y'all are ready, we can do it tomorrow or Wednesday or whatever.
And this button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song Hold the Line by Toto.
Wonderful. All right, here we go. So I'm going to give you about 10 minutes. Go ahead and make sure your unit circles are put away. I don't care if your binders are out, just make sure your unit circles are put away. Let's see what you can do, okay? This is not a test, guys. This is just to see how much practice we need to do this week before we take this test, okay? All right, check your work and see what you got. Do we need to go back over how to get any of these? Because remember, I don't want you memorizing.
Blackman,
Yes, ma'am.
can you please send Selma Lopez to the lobby for a minute?
She left about 20 minutes ago.
Okay, got it, thank you.
Yeah. Do y'all want to go back over how to do any of these? Anybody?
Yeah, can we do the ones where it's like pi over or
Yeah.
whatever? Yeah.
All right, so you just got to know this is pi over 6.
Okay.
And so this one's 0. All right, so this is 1 pi over 6. This is 2 over 6, which reduces. This is 3 over 6, which reduces. 4 over 6. 5 over 6. 6 over 6 reduces. And then 7. Always skip the middle one and you just count all the way around. Same thing on this one. This is 1 over 4. This is 2 over 4, which reduces.
Yeah.
3 over 4. 4 over 4 reduces. 5 over 4. You just go all the way around. Alright, do you remember the trick for these? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Y'all okay? What do we think? We just need some more practice? Yeah? Okay. Alright, so we'll do this again tomorrow. And then we'll go from there, okay? Alright, so here's what I need you to do. We are on, what have we been on? Page 4, is that right? Yeah, page 4. Alright, so let's... Alright, so keep that unit circle handy, okay? Because you're going to need it with you. Keep it out and keep it handy. Let's look at page 4. Alright, so on Friday we talked about reference angles. So, let's look at some easy ones. Like, number 1, 135. How did we find the reference angle? That was by it. Ooh. How did we do that on Friday? Look back at your notes if you need to on page 3. How did we find the reference angle on 135? Yeah. Why did we subtract it from 180? Perfect. Very good. All right, so the question you ask yourself is, 135 is closest to which reference angle on the x-axis, guys? On the x-axis. So which one's it closest to? 180. So 180 minus 135 gives you a reference angle of 45 degrees, right? Get off your phones. You're going to need to see how to do this. All right, so 45 degrees, which means we are looking at these 2 points, right? Got it good? All right, so somewhere on your paper, here's what you need to know. You need to know that cosine is the x value and sine is the y value. Highlight it, star it, and know it. Cosine is the x value, sine is the y value. So, which one do they give us on number 1, cosine or sine? Sine, which means we are looking at our y value. Right here, the y value is square root of 2 over 2. So that's what you put as your answer, square root of 2 over 2. Now you ask yourself, you ready? 135 is in which quadrant? The first quadrant? The second quadrant? Which one? Second. And what do we know about our signs in the second quadrant? Positive, positive, negative, positive. What do we know? Negative and positive, which means our y values are positive. So this would be positive square root of 2 over 2. All right, let's do another one. 300. Here we go. 300 is closest to which reference angle on the x-axis? 360. And so if we subtract those two, it gives me a reference angle of 60 degrees. So grab your unit circle, and we're looking at 60 degrees, which is right here. Bless you. All right, what did it say? Cosine? Okay, cosine is the x value. So what's the x value right here at 60? 1/2. Very good. All right, now where is 300? Which quadrant? Which quadrant is it in? It's in quadrant 4. What do we know about the signs in quadrant 4? Positive and negative. So our cosine values, our x values, our first value is positive. So this is positive 1/2. Y'all okay? Okay. All right, let's look at this one. Pi over 2. What do you know about pi over 2? It's the same as what?
1 over 2. No, it's totally.
What angle is it? What's pi over 2? Look at your unit circle. That's why you have it out. How much is it? 90. Okay. So 90 is right here. We're looking at this right here. The 0 and the 1. It wants the cosine value, which is the x value. What's the x value right here? 0. Is 90 in any kind of quadrant? No, so that's my answer. All right, let's look at, let's do another one of those. Let's do number 10. All right, 315 is closest to which reference angle on the x-axis? 360. So subtract them and you get how much? You get a 45. Very good. All right, so that means find the 45 on your unit circle. You're looking at square root of 2 over 2 and square root of 2 over 2. It wants the sine value. Sine is which one? The y, which is square root of 2 over 2. Very good. All right, now ask yourself, 315 is in what quadrant? It's in the fourth. And what do we know about our sine or our y values in the fourth quadrant? The y value. It's negative. Very good. Does this make sense? Are y'all okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Kyron, are you with me back there, dear? Because it seems like you're flipping more papers around than you're doing anything.
I didn't have my units before us, so I just flipped back.
That's why I have it right here on the board.
Yeah, I just like to make sure.
Do you have these problems on your paper?
Mm-hmm.
All of them?
I'm like doing it right now. I was talking earlier.
Copying is on Dutch good, dear.
But I don't understand.
Okay. All right, so then you can help me on number, which one? Let's see. Trying to find if we all done all the tangents. I mean, all tangents, sine, cosine. All right, so let's go to, let's do number 6. Here we go. Guys, what's that negative mean? What's the only thing it means it tells you to do? Goes down and around, right? All right. So if we go down and around to 180, it still puts us in the same spot. Okay, what did it want? Sine or cosine? Number 6. Want a sine? Okay, sine is which one? Which value? X or Y? It's the Y, which in this case is 0. Is this in any kind of quadrant right here on the x-axis? So 0 is just 0. All right, so let's look at number 7. How did we find the reference angle when it was in radians like this? What did we do? No, we didn't. It's already in radians. How do we find the reference angle? Look back from Friday if you need to. On page 3. Look back from Friday where we found reference angles.
Oh, you just blocked out the 4.
There you go. So your reference angle is just pi over 3. Remember, those were the easy ones. All right, so let's find pi over 3 on your unit circle right here. And that is at 60 degrees. Okay, what did it want on that one? I can't remember. Cosine? All right, cosine is which one? X, and X is 1/2. All right, so what are we looking at? 4 pi over 3? Where is 4 pi over 3 on your unit circle? What quadrant? The third quadrant, right here. It's right here. Okay, what do we know about the signs in the third quadrant? Negative, negative. And so that means our cosine value or our x value, the very first one, is negative. There you go. All right, let's look at number 9. This one. What's your reference angle? Pi over 6. All right, pi over 6 is right here. That's 30 degrees. And it wants the cosine value. Cosine is which one? The x. It's in alphabetical order. C comes first in the alphabet, so x comes first in the alphabet. So square root of 3 over 2. What do we know about pi over 6? What quadrant is he in? The first, and the signs are both positive. So we're going to keep it positive. All right, let's do number 14. What's your reference angle? Pi over 6.
Same thing.
Same thing. So let's see, what's our cosine value or our x value? There you go. All right, now find your unit circle. Where is 7 pi over 6? Find it on your unit circle. Where's it at? What quadrant? Quadrant 3. Most of you aren't even looking at your unit circle. Right here. It's in quadrant 3, 7 pi over 6. All right, what do we know about the third quadrant? They're both negative, so our x value is negative. All right, let's see. What else do we want to do? What's another one? Oh, 17. Here we go. 17. 17, what's your reference angle? Pi over 3. All right, you try that one. You try number 17. Pi over 3. So get your unit circle. Find pi over 3. Sine is which value, x or y? It's the y value. Very good. All right, here we go. Pi over 3 is right here. What's the y value? Square root of 3 over 2. All right, find 2/3 on your unit circle. Where's it at?
It's in the second one.
Second quadrant. And what do we know about the sign values, the y values in the second quadrant? They're positive. Very good. Are y'all okay?
Yeah.
All right, what about number, let's see. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them we can do on there. Okay, so let's go to the next page real quick. We'll come back to this later. Go to page 6. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to try 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. Do those real quick. So basically 1 through 9 except for 3 and 6. Try those and see what you can make of those. So we're going to learn some new stuff tomorrow. 2 pages over, page 6. Grab your minute circle, get handy. It'll be the very first thing you do in pre-cal, okay? Then I'll do this stuff.
I don't, yeah, I don't know my things. Yeah. I have no idea. Yep, I remember how.
Well, there's some people right there. Grab these and try those.
Yeah.
All right, what'd y'all get for number 1? I know half of you have it. What'd you get for number 1? Negative 1/2. Very good. Very good. All right, keep going. All right, what'd y'all get for number 2? Very nice. Very nice. All right, guys, if you're having trouble getting these, let me know, okay? It's going to be the very first thing you see next year. If you go to college, it's going to be the very first thing you see when you go to that class, too.
I wasn't even sure, I wasn't sure you did the history. You know you use this over here.
did you get 5 or 3? As your reference.
Goes across the side.
Okay, so look at your number 5. What's your referencing?
5 degree.
Okay, we'll find 5 degrees in circle. See it?
5 degree.
Okay, it's 60, right?
Mm.
All right, number 5, what's the sign though? The sign is which one? X or Y? Okay, so what's the line height?
32.
Square root. Should go square root. Now, find 2 pi for 3 in the circle. Tell me what part of it is.
So you finish this piece.
This way, yeah, see?
This
2
one.
pi for 3. Yep. Okay, so in what quadrant?
So we
And in the second quadrant, your y values, your x, your sign value is y, right?
do,
So y values are positive and negative.
positive.
So that's positive and negative.
The circle.
All right, guys, what did y'all get for number 4? 1. Very nice job. Very nice job.
Nice.
All right, what about number 5? What did you get on number 5?
Square root of 3 over 2.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. You still working on 7? Or y'all finished? Done? All right, what about 7? What did you get on number 7? Negative square root of 2 over 2. Very nice job. All right, what about number 8? What did you get on number 8? Negative 1 over 2. Very good. 1/2. And last one, number 9. What did you get for number 9? Perfect, Caitlin. Very nice job. Are y'all okay? Look, guys, this is all we're doing for the rest of the year, okay? Is this unit right here. So you've got to know how to do it. So if you need help, if you don't understand how I got one of those answers or don't understand how I got a sign, now is your time to speak up, okay? Because we are going to move on to something new tomorrow. Not necessarily move on from this stuff. We're still doing the same stuff, but we got to learn how to do the tangents and the cosecants and the secants and the cotangents and all that good stuff, okay? All right, so y'all got about 3 minutes left. So we'll do another unit circle tomorrow, okay? And then we'll take the test whenever y'all feel ready, but we got to take the test by Friday so the seniors can have one more test in.
Listening to this super fun song.